Like we
Oh
talk
man.
about size and skill level and all that stuff. I think about this situation that
Gender,
happened
yeah.
overseas somewhere else, and it's pretty viral video. It's out there. And there's this giant heavy set boxing woman who's
Uh-huh.
used to like just you could tell the way that she was acting. She's used to laying her opponents out,
Yeah.
going up against this really small fighter, for comparative stature,
Uh-huh.
right? Like the heavier set fighter had at least, two of hers on, you know what I
Wow.
mean?
Okay, like a double, like okay, twice the
Yeah, there
size.
was there was quite a lot, right? And this tiny fighter, she goes into the ring. It's fight time. She goes into the ring and she's just getting this fighter to like approach her, and then she goes to the other ring, and then the fighter comes at her, and then she's like, "Come on, let's fight!" And with the body language. And after a minute or two of this going on, the little fighter moves in and pushes her down. Yeah, this is like barehanded too. She pushes her down, so the bigger fighter falls onto the ground, and the tiny fighter just jumps up and starts choking her, and then she taps, and then the scrawny fighter lets go, right?
Wow.
So I don't know where the hell I was going with this, other than it was a really cool story about the little guy overtaking a bigger
Was it two
opponent.
females though?
Yeah, it was two
Okay.
females going at it in some kind of UFC contest overseas. I'm sure you could find it,
Okay.
but she like tires her out and then pushes her down and chokes her, and she wins the fight, like winner kind of stuff, you know.
But
So
I'm kind of looking at it, you're like this person can get wailed on by this big ass
yeah,
person.
like going into the fight, you're like, oh man, I feel sorry for that tiny person. All she's got to do is sit down on her, and she's done. She's done with life, you
Right.
know. But that's not the case that happened. The tiny fighter pushed her over and choked her out. But like it's overseas, so you never know if there's money involved or whatever. But I thought it was kind of an inspirational story for the little person that wants to fight against somebody bigger.